Everyone, and welcome in for another evening of baseball here on Finger Lakes One Radio on the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. I'm Kyle French, bringing you the action from John Salone Field at Historic McDonough Park. Jumping right into things, it's the lefty Alex Deutsch getting the start on the mound for the Red Wings here tonight. He'll face Andrew Stillinger. First pitch misses for a ball, counts at 1-0. Sun beating down just above us here at McDonough. That pitch taken for a strike. Count is at 1-1 now. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs to Andrew Stillinger, the second baseman for the Niagara Power here tonight. He's batting .369 coming into this game. That one taken for a strike. Counts at 1-2 now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Andrew Stillinger, the second baseman for the Power here tonight. 1-2. That one catches the outer half of the plate. A backwards K for Stillinger to start the game, and there's 1 away. As that will now bring up Andrew Fairbrother, the extra hitter. Fairbrother batting .206 coming into this game for the Power. So far, these teams are supposed to play a total of 4 times. They've only played twice, a pair of rainouts, and so they meet once again. Niagara has a 2-0 series lead on the summer. They defeated the Red Wings on July 10th, a few days ago, 3-0 in Niagara. As that one's roped right back up the middle. Shortstop, Cameron Boardman throws over to Shockley at first for the out, a 6-3 ground out, and they're quickly 2 away.
Next up for the Niagara Power, number 44.
As that will now bring up Jackson Strong. Strong batting .400 coming in this game in their last contest between each other. And that 3-0 victory for the Power. Strong went 1 for 3. So he'll step in. A lefty on lefty matchup. As Strong steps in. He's out in right field tonight. First pitch slider. Clips the outer half of the plate for a strike. Count is at 0-1. Alex Deutsch looks dialed in thus far for the Red Wings. So far, 6 pitches, 5 strikes. The 0-1. Slider, that one roped, and that one is scoop backhand by Shockley. The throw on to first. In time. What a play. Jason Shockley to Alex Deutsch. A 3-1 ground out for Strong. Will head to the bottom of the first. 0-0 your score on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. Back here for the bottom of the first inning. It'll be Brandon Jelpe leading things off for the Red Wings here. Jelpe coming to this one, batting .211. So he'll step up to the dish now for Geneva. Yesterday's game against the Newark Pilots right here at McDonough Park. If you're listening in or tuning in on any of the Pilots Red Wings YouTube channels or Finger Lakes One Radio, you know that one ended in a 7-7 tie. That one swung on and hit right towards the first baseman, and a step on first for Cal Brazier. Score that one 3 unassisted, and there's one away.
Right fielder, Andrew Eppinger.
And that will now bring up Andrew Eppinger for Geneva. Eppinger from the New Jersey Institute of Technology. He's batting .250 coming into this game. And yesterday's game, Eppinger went 1 for 5. As he'll step back in. A little bit of a breeze now. Sun is out and broiling in left field. First pitch to Eppinger. Looked like a changeup taken for a strike. Counts at 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. That one taken for a strike. Counts at 0-2 now. No balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. And the pitch. That one swung on, and that one popped up into right field. Underneath it is Jackson Strong, and making the play for the out. An F9 for Eppinger, and they're quickly 2 away for the Geneva Red Wings. They'll now bring up Ethan Swidler from Lafayette College in the Patriot League.
The catcher, Ethan Swidler.
Swidler batting .206 coming into this game. They call him Swid. So he'll step in to face Zach Fike, getting the start for Niagara. First pitch, misses for a ball. Counts at 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Fike from NCCC. First pitch. That one swung on and hit right at the third baseman, who will scoop it up and throw over to first. A 5-3 ground out. So both sides go down. 1-2-3. We'll head to the top of the second. 0-0 from John Sloan Field at McDonough Park. here on the Red Wings YouTube channel and Finger Lakes One Radio. It's Vincent Morrow leading things off. That one misses outside, counts at 1-0. Morrow batting .360 coming into the game tonight against the Red Wings. In their last outing, the Power were defeated by the Jamestown Tarpskunks 8-2. That one down in Jamestown near Olean, New York. That one called for a strike, counts at 1-1 now. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and no outs. The 1-1 pitch misses on the outer half of the plate. Counts at 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Morrow in that game went 0 for 2 against the Tarpskunks. That one swung on and fouled off. Count is now at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and no outs. Vincent Morrow will step back up to the dish for the Niagara Power. That pitch swung on and fouled off, so we'll do the 2-2 again. Morrow, a native of Niagara Falls, New York, plays his college baseball at Niagara University, the Division I program there in Niagara Falls. So staying right at home for the summer. That one swung on and missed. 4 straight retired for Alex Deutsch, who's locked in. There's 1 away.
Next up, first baseman.
Deutsch's second strikeout of the game thus far. As that one now will bring up Cal Brazier, the first baseman. First appearance for him tonight. He's batting .253 coming into this game. Brazier steps in. First pitch from Deutsch. That one swung on and roped out into right field. Trailing back is the right fielder, and that one's going to hit off the wall, right off the Phelps Cement Product sign. And it's going to be a loud 1-out single for Cal Brazier. That one hit off the Phelps Cement sign on the right field wall. That'll now bring up Billy Morris, the shortstop, batting .255. So Morris will step in now with Brazier on first. And man, McDonough Park really just sits so shallow on each corner. It's only 325 down the sides, but I feel like it's got to be it feels like it's 300 sometimes when some of the balls just fly out of this park. That one misses low and inside, and Brazier's going to head towards second to throw down from Swidler. And they're going to say that Brazier stole second. Very close play there at the bag. So Brazier in safely at second with a stolen base. Good throw from Ethan Swidler. That ball was trailing to his opposite hand, and he still picked it up and threw a dart. Made the play a lot closer than what it should have been. The 1-0 pitch from Deutsch, that one fouled off, so the count's now 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. That hit for Brazier, that loud single, was the Power first hit of the game. First hit overall by either team for the game at that. Here in the top of the second inning. The 1-1. That one roped out into right field as well. Trailing is the right fielder and making the play, and tagging is Brazier. The throw in, not in time. So it's an F9, and advancing will be Cal Brazier. So Billy Morris flies out to right field. Andrew Eppinger trailing and making the play. He's been solid all season in right field for the Red Wings. And advancing 90 feet is Cal Brazier, who now sits on third base, and he is the potential go-ahead run. So Power looking to strike first here with 2 away in the top of the second. That pitch misses for a ball. Count is at 1-0. That pitch swung on and hit down the third base line, backhanding and fielding it in foul territory will be the third baseman, Daniel Scalero. So that one foul. Count is 1-1 now. 1 ball, 1 strike. And 2 out. The 1-1 pitch. That one misses low in the dirt. Swidler stops that one. Counts at 2-1 now. 2 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Top of the second. The 2-1 pitch from Deutsch. That one swung out and roped out into left field. And that one's going to drop in front
RBI.
of Brandon Jelpe. It'll be an RBI single for Jeremy Glinsky, and the Niagara Power strike first here in the top of the second. 1-0 lead now for the Power.
Next up, number 3.
And I'll bring up Nick DiCarlo, the left fielder. He's batting 157 coming into this game. Now Niagara 1, Geneva 0. That one swung on and popped foul. The 0-1 from Alex Deutsch. Swung on and missed. Big cut there from DiCarlo, who quickly falls behind the count, 0-2. Deutsch a strikeout away from only giving up one run this inning. As DiCarlo steps in, the 0-2 misses up and in. Counts at 1-2 now. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Jeremy Glinsky on first, the former Geneva Red Wing. 1-2 pitch. That one misses outside. Counts at 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the second. 2's across the scoreboard. As Nick DiCarlo steps back in. The 2-2. Fastball misses outside. Counts now push full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Deutsch just looking to get out of the inning here with only 1 run. The payoff pitch. Runner goes. They're going to say that DiCarlo went around in the dirt. Applying the tag was Swidler for the out. So strikeout swinging. But the Power pick up 1 run on 2 hits. They strand 1, heading to the bottom of the second. 1-0 lead, Niagara. Back here on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel, bottom of the second inning. It'll be the Rutgers Scarlet Knight Jason Shockley leading things off here in the bottom of the second. 1-0 lead for the Power as the RBI single for Jeremy Glinsky put the Power on the board. the former Red Wing, striking early against his former team. That one misses outside, counts at 1-0. That one's fouled off, counts at 1-1 now. 1 ball, 1 strike, and no outs. That one is fouled off. Count is at 1-2 now. One ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, and that one popped up in the infield. That one, not sure if anyone can see that one, and trailing in is the shortstop to make the play. That was Billy Morris. That one was hit like right in the center-ish of the pitcher's mound, and then it trailed a little bit to the right. Everyone running in, but no one calling it. And then finally, Billy Morris calls everyone off and makes the play. Wasn't sure if that one was going to get lost in the sun up there. And they'll shoot. First pitch. And therefore, a strike, counts at 0-1 to Birch Herring Jackson. Herring Jackson batting 119 coming into this game for the Red Wings. That one misses, counts at 1-1 now. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, that one fouled off. Counts at 1-2 now. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Herring Jackson stops back in. 1-2. That looked like a changeup was high. Counts at 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on that one, a little dribbler right towards the second baseman. Stillinger throwing over to first, Brazier. So Stillinger to Brazier, a 4-3 ground out for Birch Herring Jackson, and there's quickly 2 away. That will now bring up Daniel Scalero. Scalero batting 136 on the summer, as Zach Fike has retired the first 5 Red Wings he's faced. Red Wings have struggled offensively thus far this summer, as a team batting right around 150. Looking to right the ship here tonight. They're batting 167 on the summer. The pitch, that one swung on and roped out into left field, trailing his left fielder, and that one will get to the wall but foul. So the count's at 1-1 to Daniel Scalero. As a team, the Niagara Power lead all of the PGCBL in the Western Division at 276 for their batting average. The 1-1 misses outside. Count is at 2-1 now. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs to Daniel Scalero, looking for the Red Wings' first hit of the ball game thus far. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on, that one popped up in the infield. Trailing over is Stillinger and making the play. So a P4 and 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the second. 6 straight retired for Zach Fike of the Niagara Power. We're heading to the top of the third. 1-0 Power lead. We'll be right back on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Red Wings YouTube channel. So now batting is Brett Johnson, the designated hitter, in the top of the third for the Power. First pitch misses inside. Swidler couldn't squeeze that one. Count is at 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. To Brett Johnson, batting 186 for the Power on the summer. That one misses outside. Count is at 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes to Brett Johnson. That one misses low. Counts at 3-0 now. So 3 straight balls to start off the inning from Deutsch, who has been very solid for the Red Wings thus far. 2 innings of work, 2 hits, 1 run given up, and 3 strikeouts. That one misses low, so it's a 4-pitch walk to lead off the inning to Johnson. He'll head to first, and that'll bring up the 10th and last batter in this lineup for the Power. It's Miles Pallister. Miles Pallister went yard just a few days ago against the Newark Pilots at Colburn Park to deep right field. That game was back and forth the entire way. It was 7-6 in the top of the 9th inning, and Pallister took it long and sent it over to the right field wall at Colburn Park. So the count's at 0-1. That one was taken for a strike. As Pallister steps back in. 0-1 pitch from Deutsch. That one just misses a little low. Counts at 1-1 now. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Miles Pallister. That one swung on and popped up into right field. Coming on in is Andrew Eppinger, as he'll make the play in right field. So an F9 for Miles Pallister, and there's 1 away. That will swing things over back to the top of the order. It'll be Andrew Stillinger up at the dish. He struck out looking, a backwards K for him in the first. So Stillinger will step in now. 1 away here in the top of the third. Again, came into the game batting .369. Deutsch comes set. And the pitch. Runner goes. Swidler can't squeeze that one in his mitt, so it's going to be a stolen base for Brett Johnson. He slides in safely at second. No throw from Swidler as he couldn't squeeze that one in the mitt. Count is at 1-0. 1-0 lead. So far for the Power, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. As the 1-0 pitch from Deutsch. Changeup misses low. Counts at 2-0 now. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 away. And for the Red Wings, no runs, no hits, no errors thus far in the top of the third inning. And the 2-0 pitch. Slider, beautiful slider there from Deutsch. Great break on that one. Called a strike. Counts now 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. Sun is just beating down here on us at McDonough Park. The 2-1 pitch. That one fouled off. As the count's now at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. As Andrew Stillinger steps back in. The 2-2 pitch. Slider, that one roped out right at the second baseman. A quick throw back to first. As I believe that was Birch Heron Jackson at second, and it was a L4 for Stillinger. He tried to throw it back over to Boardman. So there's 2 away now, and that'll bring up Andrew Fairbrother for the Power. In his first plate appearance, Fairbrother grounded out 6-3. First pitch from Deutsch. Misses just outside, counts at 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Geneva Red Wings did have 1 All-Star nominee. That's Colby Mordecki, the pitcher from SUNY Plattsburgh. That one popped up right side and foul, out of play. Mordecki from Poughkeepsie, New York. He'll be a junior at SUNY Plattsburgh. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. As Andrew Fairbrother will step back in. Deutsch has a 3.79 ERA. The throw back down from Swidler. Not in time. Swidler trying to get him on a back pick there. The count's at 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 away. Top of the third. Again, Deutsch has that 3.79 ERA and 21.1 innings of work. This is his 4th start on the summer campaign. Only 9 earned runs given up. The 2-1 pitch. That one misses high. The count's now at 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike, and 2 away. Andrew Fairbrother at the dish, the extra hitter tonight. He's 0 for 1. The 3-1 pitch. That one misses outside and away. That'll be a 2-out walk for Andrew Fairbrother. He'll head to first, and that will bring up Jackson Strong, the right fielder.
Jackson Strong.
Strong grounded out 3-1 to end the top of the first inning on that beautiful play from the first baseman, Jason Shockley, and Alex Deutsch, showing the connection there. First pitch misses 4 ball, counts at 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Power have runners on second and first. That one misses high. Count is at 2-0. Brett Johnson on second, Andrew Fairbrother at first. Both men walk this inning. And the pitch from Deutsch, that one misses outside. Counts now 3-0, and in danger of walking the bases loaded is Alex Deutsch. Three balls, no strikes. As Ethan Swither will come out and chat with his pitcher on the mound. Jackson Strong will step back in. The 3-0 pitch. Taken for a strike. Count is at 3-1 now. Deutsch took something off that one, just looking for control here. Best thing you want to do is walk the bases loaded here in a 1-0 game. The 3-1 pitch from Deutsch. That one swung on and missed, and that bat is going to take and head into the stand, slipped out of Strong's hand. And that was kind of a wild sequence as the bat flew right out of Jackson Strong's hands and went into the dugout, not the dugout, the party deck here at McDonough Park. That one went right over the fence and into the stands. So not too often you see a foul bat, but this is a rare occasion. The count's now full. The 3-2 pitch. That one swung on and lunged at. Trailing over is Scalero. And he can't make the play. That'll bounce right in front of him. He'll end up laying on top of the Hobart Statesman, Hobart College tarp over there. So we'll do the 3-2 again. The pitch, that one swung on and popped up. Strong will smash the bat in frustration. Heron Jackson underneath it makes the play. So a P4 to end the inning. Deutsch walks 2. No runs, no hits, no errors. We'll head to the bottom of the third. 1-0 your score. We'll be right back on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. at John Sloan Field at Historic McDonough Park. Bottom of the third inning. 1-0 lead for the Niagara Power. As will be Brandon McGain leading things off for the Red Wings here, the designated hitter. Red Wings still without looking for their first hit tonight. The pitch swung on and missed. Big cut, the big miss there from McGain. Count is at 0-1 to him. No balls, 1 strike, and no outs. The 0-1 pitch, that one misses outside. Counts now at 0-2. Taken for a strike, excuse me. That one catches the outer half of the plate. So no balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch from Fike, that one misses outside this time. Counts now at 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and no outs. That one misses low. The count's at 2-2 now. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and no outs. As Brandon McGain steps back in, tonight's designated hitter, that pitch misses outside. Counts now pushed full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. McGain steps back in. The 3-2 pitch misses low. So leadoff walk for Brandon McGain. He'll trot to first. And the Red Wings have the leadoff man on. First base run of the game for them. That'll now bring up number 1, Cameron Boardman, the shortstop, batting 151. So Cam Boardman steps in, lefty on lefty matchup here. Brandon McGain on first, tonight's designated hitter. Typically see him behind the dish catching, but he is DHing tonight. And waiting on deck is John Aller. That pitch, slider misses outside, counts at 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch misses. That one's fouled off, excuse me. Counts at 1-1. Looked like Boardman might have fouled that one off his leg. One ball, 1 strike, no outs, 1-0 your score so far. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the Power. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Red Wings. Cameron Boardman steps back in. Begin over on first as Zach Fike comes set. The pitch, slow curveball, misses outside, counts at 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on, and that one hit, and that one's going to be over the shortstop's head, right over the head of Billy Morris. And that's a single for Cameron Boardman. The Red Wings have their first hit of the game, and back-to-back base runners, more importantly. That'll now bring up John Aller, and we'll see if the Red Wings square down to bunt here. So John Aller steps in. See if they square a bunt here. That pitch misses. Counts at 1-0. Surprised to see the Red Wings not bunting here. But Nate Milka waiting on deck. 1-0. Misses outside. Count is at 2-0 now. So 2 balls, no strikes, no outs. John Aller steps back in. The 2-0 delivery from Fike, taken for a strike. Counts at 2-1 now. 2 balls, 1 strike, and no outs. The 2-1 pitch. That one taken for a strike. Count is at 2-2 now. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Aller steps back in. He's batting .064 on the summer thus far. He had a hit yesterday against the Pilots. That one misses low, so the count's now pushed full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Big swing and a big miss. Aller goes down on strikes for the first out of the inning. He'll head back towards the dugout.
Next up, number 40 out of Williamsville, New York. Nate
As that will now bring up
Milk.
Nate Milk. So Nate Milk coming up. He's batting 106 from Niagara University, Williamsville, New York, out there near Buffalo. The pitch, curveball misses outside. Count is at 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. And 1 away. As Nate Milk steps in. Began on second. That fastball misses outside. Counts at 2-0 now. So 2 balls, no strikes, and 1 out. Boardman sits on first. Began on second. Waiting on deck is Brandon Jelpe and the rest of the top of the order. Milk steps back in. The 2-0 swung on, and that one popped up behind the plate. Trailing over as the catcher as he'll watch that one kick out of play. And into the stands. So the count's at 2-1 now. 2 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. As Nate Milk will step back in. The Niagara University Purple Eagle. Two balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch misses high. Counts now at 3-1. And a walk here would walk the bases loaded with Brandon Jelpe on deck, the top of the order for the Red Wings. So 3 balls, 1 strike. The 3-1. Swung on, that one hit on a line out into left field. That one's going to get down. McGean's going to round third, and he's going to come on in. It's an RBI single for Nate Milk. And just like that, we're tied at 1. An RBI single off the bat of Nate Milk ties this thing at 1. And what a way to deliver from Milk.
Brandon Jelpe.
I'll now bring up Brandon Jelpe. So 1-1 your score now. That one misses inside. Count is at 1-0. One ball, no strikes, 1 out. That one misses low and away. Counts now at 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes to Brandon Jelpe. He grounded out 3 unassisted to lead off the game in the first inning. 1-1 your score. Bottom of the third. As Jelpe went to call time, he put his hand up. Doesn't matter. Pitch outside anyways. Counts at 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out. The 3-0 pitch to Jelpe. That one taken for a strike. Counts now 3-1. Remember, walk here would walk. The bases loaded. As Begain came around to score on the RBI single from Nate Milk. Cam Boardman on second, Nate Milk on first. Speed on the base pass. That one's hit out into right center field. And that one's going to hit off the glove. That's going to be a base hit. They're going to send Cam Boardman all the way home. Boardman, the throw in, not in time. It's an RBI double for Brandon Jelpe as the Geneva Red Wings take a 2-1 lead. Brandon Jelpe catching fire here as Geneva now takes a 2-1 lead. That one was hit perfectly out there into center field as the center fielder Miles Pallister came in, and it was just too hard, hit off the bat right off of his glove. but he had to jump and make a stab at it. It's not like it was a routine play. That's why it was scored a base hit or a double. So now there will be a mound visit for Zach Fink, who was lights out until the bottom of the third inning. He retired 6 straight batters, and all of a sudden, there's only one away, and the Red Wings already have 2 home runners on second and third, looking to pad up this lead a little bit. So the mound visit will be over. And that'll now bring up a dangerous bat at that for the Red Wings and Andrew Eppinger. He flew out to right field, and Jackson Strong out there in right field. He's playing deep this time, back in the first inning. So Eppinger steps in. Jelpe on second after the RBI double. Nate Milk on third. So a 4-1 ball game. That pitch misses outside, counts at 1-0 now. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the third, 2-1 your score. As Andrew Eppinger steps back in. The 1-0 pitch to him. Swung on, and that one roped out into deep left center field. Trailing over is Palliser making the grab. Both runners are going to tag. And the throw into third, not in time. It's a sacrifice fly with an RBI, and the Red Wings now take a 3-1 lead. Both runners will advance, and that'll bring up Ethan Swidler.
Sunshine 365 days a year. Ethan Swidler.
Swidler 0 for 1 thus far, a 5-3 ground out, but the Red Wings take a 3-1 lead off the sacrifice fly off the bat of Andrew Eppinger. So it's 3-1 now in favor of the Red Wings. First pitch misses outside. Count is at 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Brendan Jelpe sits on third, 90 feet away. A base hit here would score. Jelpe, the pitch, misses low. Counts at 2-0 now. Waiting on deck is Jason Shockley. So Swidler steps back in. The 2-0 pitch misses outside. Counts now 3-0. And this inning, Zach Fike has lost a lot of control. After retiring the first 6 batters he faced, he's given up 3 runs on 2 hits, a few walks. The pitch misses outside. A 4-pitch walk for Swidler. He'll head to first, and that'll bring up Jason Shockley.
First baseman Jason Shockley.
So Shockley coming up to the plate. 0 for 1 thus far, batting 192. Shockley will step back in. First pitch to him. Swung on, and that one roped out into right field. Right fielder Jackson Strong trailing and making the play. Retreating and making the play, Jackson Strong. But the Red Wings put up 3 runs on a few RBI singles and an RBI double. Will head to the top of the 4th, 3-1 lead for the Red Wings. We'll be right back on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. back here on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. Vincent Morrow leading things off, and a big swing into that one, hit out into left field. Trailing is the left fielder. That one's going to get down and hit off the wall. The throw in hits the cutoff man, and it's not in time. It's a leadoff double for Vincent Morrow. So a leadoff double for Vincent Morrow. That'll now bring up Cal Brazier.
Number 9, first baseman, Cal Brazier. Right, Cal?
So Cal Brazier will step in after that loud single in the first inning to hit off the wall out there. He'll step in with Morrow on second. First pitch swinging from Brazier. Swung on a miss, counted 0-1. No balls, one strike. The 0-1 misses low in the dirt. Good stop from Swidler. Counts at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. As Cal Brazier steps in. Vincent Morrow on second after the leadoff double. The 1-1 pitch misses just below the knees. Counts at 2-1 now. 2 balls, 1 strike. No outs here. The 2-1 pitch. That one misses low and away. Counts at 3-1 now. 3 balls, 1 strike, and no outs. The 3-1 pitch from Deutsch. Swung on and missed. Counts now push full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. As Brazier steps back in. Payoff pitch from Deutsch. Taken, strike 3. Brazier not happy with the call. It's a backwards K for him.
Next up, number 41.
As that will now bring up
Morris.
the shortstop number 41, Billy Morris. He flew out to Eppinger and right back in his first at bat in the second. So Morris will step in. First pitch to him. Misses outside, counts at 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, and 1 out. That one swung on and hit deep into left field. Jelpe coming over and making the play. Runner's going to tag. The throw into third from Jelpe on a line, but that one's just off target. So it's an F7 for Billy Morris. There's 2 away, and advancing to third is Vincent Morrow. As that will now bring up Jeremy Glinsky, the former Geneva Red Wing. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI single, that only run on the board for the Power thus far here in the top of the 4th. So Glinsky steps in, batting .271 on the summer thus far. Deutsch will throw it back to second just to double check and make sure that Glinsky tagged up. They'll say he did. So Glinsky sits 90 feet away now from the second run for the Power. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch swinging. That one's fouled off down the right field line. Andrew Eppinger running over. That one's going to kick off into the Red Wings bullpen. Count is at 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Again, you're listening on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Red Wings YouTube channel. About an hour into this game thus far. We're through 3. That fastball misses high. Counts now evened up at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Top of the 4th. Jeremy Galinsky at the plate. Playing here at a park he's very familiar with. The 1-1. Swung on and missed. Counts at 1-2 now. Good pitch from Deutsch there. And it looks like there is some movement down there in the Red Wings bullpen. One, two. That one swung on and right back to Deutsch, who scoops it up and will kind of float it over to first. 1-3 ground out to end the inning. 3-1 your score. Heading to the bottom of the 4th. We'll be right back on Finger Lakes One Radio on the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. As we are back here on Finger Lakes One Radio on the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel, it's Birch Heron Jackson leading things off for the Red Wings. Alex Deutsch thus far has been pretty dominant. 4 innings of work, 3 hits given up, only 1 run, and 4 strikeouts. He's got a 35-26 ball to strike ratio. But Birch Heron Jackson will lead things off for the Red Wings here. First pitch to him, taken for a strike. Count is at 0-1. Heron Jackson grounded out 4-3 in the second inning. He's batting 119. Bunt attempt, perfect bunt down there on the third base line, and it's going to be a bunt single for Birch Heron Jackson. Perfectly laid bunt down the third base line for Birch Heron Jackson to advance to first, as that will now bring up Daniel Scalero. Scalero popped up to second base in his first at-bat in the second inning, so Scalero will step up to the dish now. He's batting 136 coming into this game. That bunt single from Birch Heron Jackson was the Red Wings' 3rd hit of the game. First pitch changeup looked like maybe a fastball, actually a little bit faster. Counts at 1-0. So Heron Jackson on first. The pitch, that one misses low and inside. Counts at 2-0. 2 straight balls to Scalero, and Birch Heron Jackson has been a menace on the base pass already. Quickly increasing and shortening his lead left and right. He'll do it again. That one swung on and hit down the right field line. Jackson strong in foul territory will make the play. So a foul fly out. Scored that one FF9. There's one away.
Now batting for the Geneva Red Wings, out of Rensselaer, New York, number 28, the DH, Brandon Begain.
That will now bring up Brandon Begain. He walked and came around to score. Was the Red Wings' first run of the ball game. So Begain will step up now for his first official at-bat of the game. First pitch from Fike misses low. Counts at 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 away. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. 3-1 lead for the Red Wings. On a beautiful afternoon, Sunday afternoon for baseball. Pickoff attempt from Fike. We'll just have Birch Heron Jackson retreating. No real threat to be picked off there. So 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch swung on, and that one popped up, and that one popped foul as it will get out of play. Counts at 1-1 now. Begane batting 100 coming into this game. Waiting on deck is Cameron Boardman. The 1-1 pitch to Begane. Swung on, that one roped right back up the middle, but right on a line at the second baseman. The throw back to first, not in time. Great diving grab from the first baseman, Cal Brazier, but not in time. Scored that one an L4 for Brandon Begane. A very hard hit ball, but unfortunately right at the defender.
Number 1, Cam the Man Boardman.
As that one now will bring up Cam Boardman with 2 away. That one for sure looked like it was going to catch the gap, but right at the second baseman, Andrew Stillinger, for the out. So an L4, and Cam Boardman takes ball 1. Counts at 1-0 to him with 2 away. Birch Heron Jackson sits on first after the bunt single. Waiting on deck is John Aller. The pitch misses outside. Count is at 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Boardman singled and scored in his first at-bat in the 3rd inning. The 2-0 pitch misses high. Count is at 3-0. A walk here would put runners on first and second with John Aller awaiting on deck. And the pitch. That one misses low and away. It's a 4-pitch walk for Cam Boardman. He'll trot to first. So the Red Wings have runners on first and second looking for a 2-out rally. That'll bring up John Aller.
From Lafayette University, number 2, John Ayler.
John Aller from Lafayette University in the Patriot League Division I program. Aller struck out swinging in his first at-bat. First pitch from Fike. Misses low, counts at 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, and waiting on deck is Nate Milk, who had that RBI double back in the 3rd inning an inning ago to give the Red Wings the lead. The pitch swung on, and that one popped up and out of play. So the count is at 1-1 now. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs. John Aller steps back in. Zach Fike comes set, the lefty. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball misses high. Counts at 2-1 now. So 2 balls, 1 strike to John Aller. So far for Fike, 3 2/3 inning of work, 4 hits, a strikeout, and 3 runs given up. He's sitting at about 70 pitches. 2-1 pitch. Swung on it. That one roped out into left field. That one is going to get foul and hit off something in the bullpen over there for the Power. Counts now even up at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That was pitch number 67 of the night for John Aller, or for Zach Fike. The 2-2. Swung, and that one roped right at the third baseman, who will glove it and flip over to second. It's a 5-4 ground out to end the inning, heading to the top of the 5th, 3-1 lead for the Red Wings. We'll be right back on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. As we are back here on Finger Lakes One Radio on the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. As always, I'm Kyle French. Top of the fifth inning, 3-1 lead for the Geneva Red Wings, who have played pretty good thus far, scoring 3 runs in the bottom of the third. Alex Deutsch has looked really good. Pitching change, though, for the Red Wings, as it's Griffin Snyder coming on in relief of Alex Deutsch. Final stat line for Deutsch, 4 innings of work, 3 hits, 1 run given up, and 4 strikeouts through just over 70 pitches at 71 pitches. That pitch misses inside, so back-to-back balls from Snyder counts at 2-0. The 2-0 pitch, that one swung on and roped right at the third baseman Sclair, who backhands it and throws over to first for the out. A 5-3 ground out for DeCarlo, and there's one away. That'll now bring up Brett Johnson, who walked and was left on base in the third.
Hitter, number 17, Brett Johnson.
This is the 7th appearance of the summer for Griffin Snyder. He has a 5.4 ERA and 6.2 innings of work. 7 strikeouts for him on the summer thus far. As he'll step back on the mound, first pitch to Johnson, misses low and away, counts at 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, and 1 out. That one misses, 2, counts at 2-0. Snyder plays his college baseball right here in Geneva, New York at Hobart College, member of the Hobart Statesmen. That one swung on and popped up right side of the infield. Shockley trailing over, and that one's going to kick out of play and hit off the top of the pavilion out there in left field.
And off the bounce. It doesn't count.
In right field. Shockley put it in his glove regardless. If you were playing the floor is lava, that would have been an out. So the count's at 2-1. The 2-1 pitch from Snyder misses high, counts at 3-1 now. 3 balls, 1 strike to Brett Johnson. Again, walked in the third. The pitch from Snyder. Swung on that one, roped out, and diving is Eppinger. That's going to hit off his glove and drop in front of him. It'll be a 1-out single for Brett Johnson, his first hit of the ball game, as he sets on first, and that'll bring up the 10-spot hitter, Miles Pallister. He's out in center field tonight wearing number 16.
For Niagara Power, number 16, Miles Pallister.
Pallister flew out to Eppinger and right in his first plate appearance in the third inning. Across the board, 1 run on 4 hits, 1 error for the Power. And for the Red Wings, 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors. A little bit of the lead for Johnson. The first pitch. Change up, taken for a strike, counts at 0-1. Top of the 5th inning, 1 away. As Pallister steps back in, waiting on deck is the top of the order and Andrew Stillinger. A 1 pitch from Snyder. Swung on and missed. Beautiful splitter there from Snyder as he gets ahead in the count 0-2. Beautiful pitch from Snyder there as that one tailed out of the zone at the last second. It counts at 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. Fastball misses a little bit high. Counts at 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Brett Johnson with a little bit of a lead over there at first. We'll see if they send him. So he'll extend it yet again. 1-2 pitch. Swung, and that one hit out into left center field. Brandon Juppy trailing over, and he'll make the play. And that's 7 for the second out of the inning. As that will now take us to the top of the order for the Power. That'll bring up Andrew Stillinger, the second baseman, 0 for 2 thus far here.
Now hitting for Niagara, the leadoff hitter, number 30, second baseman Andrew Stillinger.
So Stillinger will step in, 0 for 2 thus far. Struck out looking in the first and lined out to Birch Herring Jackson at second in the third. He came into the game batting .369. Snyder comes set. We'll look over at Johnson and the pitch. Changeup missed low, counts at 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Stillinger has a little bit of the advantage batting onto the left side of the batter's box, facing the right-handed Snyder. That pitch misses high, counts at 2-0 now. Two balls, no strikes, and 2 outs. The 2-0 pitch. Swung on, and that one hit on the line right towards Jelpy, and he'll jump up and make the play. Brandon Jelpy makes the play. And once again, the Red Wings put up a 0 on the board for the Power. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. 3-1 your score on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. We'll be right back. We are back here at John Sloan Field at Historic McDonough Park. 3-1 lead for your Red Wings. Nate Milk will step in to lead things off for the Red Wings here. Singled with an RBI and came around to score in the third. First pitch to Milk. Misses outside. Count is at 1-0. Zach Flake out for another inning of work. So far for him, 4 innings, 4 hits, 3 walks, 3 runs, and a strikeout. Count is at 2-0 to Nate Milk. Brandon Jelpy in the top of the order are wait on deck for Geneva. A 2-0. That one misses outside. 3 straight balls from Flake, and I believe there is someone up and warming in the pen for the Power. 3-0 pitch. Swung on, and the green light was on for Milk as he fouls that one off. The 3-1. That one popped up into right field. Coming on over is Jackson Strong making the play, so an F9 for Nate Milk to start off the bottom of the fifth. There's one away. That'll bring up Brendan Jelpe.
Baldwin Wallace. Number 6, the left fielder, Brandon Jelpe.
So Jelpe will step in here. We're in the bottom of the fifth inning. 3-1 lead for the Red Wings. There's one away. Jelpe doubled with an RBI back in the third to make this a 3-1 ball game. So Jelpe steps back in. First pitch to him. Swung on, and that one popped up inside the infield. Jelpe will flip the bat. Underneath it is the pitcher making the play. So P1 and quickly 2 outs.
Now hitting for the Red Wings out of NJIT, Grafton, Massachusetts. Number 41, Andrew Eppinger.
So that will now bring up Andrew Eppinger. He's 0 for 1. Flew out to right field in the first inning, but had that sacrifice fly with an RBI hit on a line right at the third baseman, who will scoop and toss over to first. Great play there from the third baseman, Vincent Morrow. The Red Wings go down 1-2-3, head to the top of the sixth. 3-1 your score. We'll be right back on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. We are back here on Finger Lakes One Radio on the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. As always, I'm Kyle French. Top of the sixth inning, 3-1 your score. Andrew Fairbrother will be leading things off for the Power here in the top of the sixth. Batting .206 coming into this contest. He's 0 for 1 in the night, 6-3 ground out in the first, and walked and left on base back in the third inning. Change up on the outer half of the plate from Griffin Snyder, taken for a strike. Count is at 0-1. So far for Snyder, 1 inning of work, only gave up 1 hit and threw 16 pitches. That one taken for a strike. Count is at 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. That one misses outside. Count is at 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs. As Fairbrother steps in, the 1-2 pitch. Swung on that one, roped out into center field. Trailing is the center fielder, Nate Milk. And making the play near the Tradition Chevrolet sign out there for the out. So an F8 for Andrew Fairbrother. There's one away. That'll now bring up Jackson Strong. Strong was batting .400 coming into this game. He's 0 for 2 here tonight. Not a typical stat line for him. He grounded out 3-1 in the first inning and popped up to Heron Jackson at second in the third inning. First pitch from Snyder to Strong. That changeup drops out of the zone, counts at 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 away. That one swung on and hit right up the middle. A diving grab and a throw over to first, not in time. It's going to be an infield single for Jackson Strong. Cameron Boardman dove towards the middle of the bag and made the grab, but he just couldn't throw it over in time. So that'll now bring up Vincent Morrow, the third baseman. He's 1 for 2 thus far. Struck out swinging in the second and doubled in the fourth. So Morrow steps in. Jackson Strong on first. We're in the top of the sixth inning, right in the heart of this power lineup. One away, the pitch. Misses low. Counts at 1-0. Pick off attempt will have Strong back in safely. One-0. Misses outside. Counts at 2-0 to Morrow. 2 balls, no strikes to Vincent Morrow. The cleanup hitter in this lineup for the power of the pitch. That one swung on a hit right to Boardman, who can't field it. It's going to be an E6 on what looked like could have been a 6-4-3 double play. It'll be an E6 for Cameron Boardman. And now the Power have 2 runners on with 1 away. And that'll now bring up the first baseman, Cal Brazier. Brazier has shown the power in his bat, had that loud single back in the second that hit off the wall in right field. He struck out looking in his last plate appearance. First pitch. Slider taken for a strike. Count is at 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. 1 away. Jackson Strong on second. And Vincent Morrow sits on first. The 0-1. That one swung on and fouled off Swidler behind the dish. Looked like it was hit off his leg. He appears to be okay. Counts at 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Top of the 6th inning. Tying run at first for the Power. The 0-2 pitch from Snyder. Fastball misses high. Counts at 1-2 now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out. 3-1 your score. For the Power, 1 run on 5 hits, 1 error. And for Geneva, 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 error. That 1 error coming this half inning. Runners go. The throw down to second is well in time. So caught stealing is the runner at first base, Vincent Morrow. So score that one, caught stealing 2-6. There's 2 away. Jackson Strong did steal third on the play. As Brazier steps back in. The 2-2. Swung on that one, roped down the line, third base. That will be an RBI single at least. Brazier's going to round first and head towards second. The throw into second will be not in time. A stand-up RBI double for Cal Brazier, and that trims the Red Wing lead to 1. It's now 3-2.
Now hitting number 41, Bill Morris.
So the shortstop, number 41, Billy Morris, will step up to the dish. The score is now 3-2. After the RBI double for Cal Brazier, his second hit of the ball game. That one misses high. Count is at 1-0. One ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. Big swing and a big miss. Count is at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, 3-2 your score. Griffin Snyder looking to get out of the inning. The pitch. Swung on that one, fouled off Billy Morris in the batter's box. The count's at 1-2. So Griffin Snyder 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. The tying run at second base in Cal Brazier. The 1-2. That one misses high. Counts now even up at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. crucial point in this ball game. Red Wings looking to escape the inning with a 1-run lead. The 2-2 pitch. Slider just misses off the outer edge of the plate. Counts at 3-2. Very close pitch. As that same pitch was called a strike, but on Cal Brazier, who's a little bit taller than Billy Morris. The payoff pitch. Swung on that one, hit right at Boardman. A chance at redemption. A throw on to first. A 6-3 ground out. But the Power do pick up a run on 2 hits. They strand 1, heading to the bottom of the 6th inning. 3-2 your score. We'll be right back on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. Back here on Finger Lakes One Radio on the Red Wings YouTube channel. Ethan Swither leading things off to face Andrew Fairbrother coming on to pitch for the Power. First pitch misses outside, counts at 1-0. So Fairbrother will come on to pitch now. He's second in the lineup. He is the EH. He'll go back to the EH after everything's said and over with. Counts at 2-0. 2-0 pitch. That one taken for a strike. Slider on the outer half of the play. And Swither not happy. And I can't say I blame him. That one looked to be about 6 inches off the plate, but still called a strike. The count is at 2-1 now. That one swung on and popped up right side of the infield and out of play. So we'll do the 2-2 again. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff man, Ethan Swidler. 3-2 your score, bottom of the 6th inning. Swidler walked in his last plate appearance. As Swidler calls time. Fairbrother, 6'2", 200 pounds from Tiffin University. Righty, as he steps back on to pitch. So far, this is his 5th appearance to pitch for the Power on the summer. That one slider misses outside, counts at 3-2 now. Push full. He has a 4.26 ERA and 6.1 innings of work with 7 strikeouts. That one comes in and hits Swidler, and Swidler is on the ground. The athletic training staff is going to come over and chat with Swidler. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Red Wings YouTube channel for an injury timeout. On Finger Lakes One Radio on the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. Ethan Swidler getting up and walking off on his own. Power appears to be okay. He was hit right in the helmet with a pitch. Replacing him at first base now is Cooper Loyal. So obviously wishing nothing but the best for Ethan Swidler, he went off into the Red Wings locker room to seek medical attention and be treated by the athletic trainer. Appeared to be okay, walked off on his own power. Any further updates we will give you as the broadcast progresses. So stepping in now is Jason Shockley. The count is at 0-1 to him. That one swung on and foul tipped into the glove. The count is at 0-2 now to Shockley. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and no outs. Loyal over on first. The 1-2 pitch. Loyal heads down. He's going to steal second with ease as he'll round second and just take a look at third. So stolen base for Cooper Loyal. He'll be on second base now. Shockley will step in, a pop up to the shortstop in the second, and a fly out to right in the third. That one misses high. Count is at 3-2 now. Three balls, 2 strikes to Jason Shockley. That one is swung on and missed for the out. So strikeout swinging for Shockley. He'll head to the bench. And that'll now bring up Birch Aaron Jackson. Had that bunt single in his last plate appearance.
Now hitting like Easter R, Birch Aaron Jackson.
So Aaron Jackson steps in. Runner goes. The throw down. Loyal is going to be out. Throw well in time. So caught stealing 2-5. Loyal's out. Good throw from the catcher, Jeremy Glinski, the former Red Wing. Doing everything in his power to beat his former team here tonight. So 2 away now. That one for a strike. Count is at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Birch Aaron Jackson. The pitch, fastball misses high. Count is at 2-1 now. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-2. That one misses. Counts at 3-2 now. That one misses. So a 2-out walk for Birch Aaron Jackson. They'll head to first. And the Red Wings have a 2-out base runner. They'll now bring up Daniel Scalero, the third baseman.
30, third baseman. Dan Scalero.
First pitch fouled into the glove. Count is at 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. 2 away as Scalero steps back in. Waiting on deck is Brandon Begain. 0-1. That one comes inside and will
Hit by pitch again.
hit Scalero. And that'll now bring up Brandon Begain, the designated hitter. So Begain coming up, lined out
Number 28.
to the second baseman in his last at bat and walked in the first. That one misses, counts at 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 away. Bottom of the 6th. The 1-0 pitch from Fairbrother. That one misses outside. Count is at 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch swung on, and that one a little dribbler foul to the backstop. Counts at 2-1 now. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 away. Begain steps back in. Going to extend the lead here. The 2-1 pitch from Fairbrother. Swung on and fouled off quickly. Counts at 2-2. That one was a sharp foul off. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. The 2-2 pitch, that one fouled off as well. So we'll do the 2-2 again. Brandon Begain staying alive here in the count. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. The 2-2 pitch from Fairbrother. That one misses low and away, and the count's at 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Begain goes down on strikes and strands 2, heading to the top of the 7th inning. 3-2 lead for Geneva. We'll be right back on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. One Radio and the Red Wings YouTube channel. Be Jeremy Galinsky leading things off for the Power here, and the Top of the 7th, 3-2 your score. That one slider misses outside. Count is at 1-0. It's Griffin Snyder out for another inning of work for the Red Wings. Jason Shockley is now the catcher behind the dish. That one misses as well. Count is at 2-0. Cooper Loyal going to third. And Daniel Scalero going over to first. That one swung on and missed from Galinsky. That counts at 2-1 now. That one's fouled off, so the count's now even up at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. That one just misses outside. The count's now pushed full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. To Jeremy Galinsky, who's 1 for 2. Single with an RBI in the second. And run out 1-3. That one taken for strike 3. Galinsky not happy with the call. Will head down on strikes. Griffin Snyder's first strikeout of the game. A backwards K at bat. Galinsky goes down, and that'll bring up the left fielder number 3, Nick DiCarlo.
Left fielder, Nick DiCarlo.
And we are in the 7th inning. 3-2 Red Wing lead. First pitch taken for a strike to DiCarlo. Count is at 0-1. Overcast starting to come in here at McDonough Park. That one misses outside. Counts at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. That one taken for a strike as well. Count is at 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 away. Top of the 7th. 1-2 pitch from Griffin Snyder. Slider, that one popped up right side. Coming on over is Scalero and making the play in foul territory. So that's 2 away. 2 quick outs and FF3.
For Niagara Power.
Is that one now bring up Brett Johnson, the designated hitter. 1 for 1. Singled in the 5th and reached base on a walk in the 3rd. He'll step up for his 3rd plate appearance of the night. 2nd official at bat. The pitch. That one misses high. Count is at 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes, and 2 away to Brett Johnson. Pitch. Slider misses outside. Count is at 2-0 now. 2 balls, no strikes, and 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Pitch. Good slider there. Counts at 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Misses low. Count is at 3-1 now. That one misses, so a 2-out walk for Brett Johnson. He'll reach base for the 3rd time here tonight. That will now bring up Miles Pallister, center fielder number 16. So Pallister steps in, first pitch to the lefty. That one misses high. Count is at 1-0. Tying run at first base now for the Power. That one's fouled off. Count is at 1-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 away. Runner goes, the throw down. In time from Shockley for the out.
Nice throw.
So, the Power get a base runner, but he's caught stealing, heading to the bottom of the seventh, 3-2 lead for the Wings. We'll be right back on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. As we are back here on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel, Cameron Boardman leading things off in the bottom of the seventh, 3-2 lead for the Red Wings. Boardman singled and scored in the third and walked and was left on base in the fourth, so he'll step in. Third plate appearance of the evening. First pitch from the new pitcher, Alex DeZimian, is in for a strike. Count is at 0-1. The 0-1 pitch from DeZimian misses up and in. Count is at 1-1 now. So 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. That one swung on a hit out into left field. That'll get down for Cam Boardman's second hit of the ball game to lead off the bottom of the seventh. Red Wings looking for some insurance runs. That'll now bring up John Aller.
Now hitting number 2 out of Algonquin, Illinois, John Ayler.
So DeZimian, this is his 9th plate appearance of the summer for the Power. 3.68 ERA and 14.2 innings of work. That pitch taken for a strike to Aller. Count is at 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1 swung on, and that one popped up right side. Coming on in is Jackson Strong, who will make the play in foul territory. Score that one in FF9 for Aller, and there is 1 away.
Coming to the plate from Niagara University.
As that one now bring up Nate Milk.
Nate Milk.
Nate Milk singled with an RBI earlier on in the game to make it 2-1. And then Jelpia waiting on deck, doubled with an RBI to make it 3-1. Since then, the Power have scored 1 run. It's now 3-2. Scoring a bunt was Milk. That one pulled back, counts at 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes, and 1 out. We are in The bottom of the 7th inning, 3-2 your score. Pitch from DeZimian. That one misses low. Counts at 2-0 now. 2 balls, no strikes, and the dangerous hitting Brandon Jelpe awaits on deck. That one almost hits Milk. 3 straight balls. Three straight balls to Milk, and one more, and he'll end up on first. That one swung on and fouled off on a rope down the third base line. Foul. So we'll do it again. 3-1 the count. That one misses for a ball, so a 1-out walk for Milk, and the Red Wings now have runners on first and second. Boardman will advance to second, Milk to first, and that'll bring up Brandon Jelpe, who's 1 for 3 on the night, had that double with the big RBI. Looking at some scores from around the PGCBL, the Newark Pilots knocked off the Batavia Muck Dogs 4-2 earlier. The Auburn Doubledays beat the Tarp Skunks 4-3. And then in game 1 of that doubleheader, they beat the Tarp Skunks 3-2. That one taken for a strike, so the count is at 0-1. So the Red Wings looking to be the third Omen team to win today. Could be a clean sweep for the Omen teams if the Red Wings could win. 0-1. That one taken for a strike. Counts at 0-2 to Jelpe now. As Jelpe steps back in. The 0-2 pitch from DeZimian. Swung on, and that one roped, and that one's going to be hit right at the first baseman. Pitcher trailing over to get there. He's not going to get there in time. An infield single for Brandon Jelpe, and the bases are now loaded. And you couldn't ask for a better hitter at the plate. It's Andrew Eppinger. The NJIT baseball program member will step up with one away and the bases loaded. Eppinger had that sacrifice fly with an RBI back in the 3rd inning. He's 0 for 2 on the night, but a golden opportunity for the Red Wings to add some insurance runs here late in this game. First pitch to Eppinger. Big swing and a big miss. Eppinger was looking to do more than just add a few runs. He was looking to clear the bases with that swing. The count's at 3-2. DeZimian comes set. The 0-1. That pitch misses up. Counts at 1-1 now. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Bases loaded. Eppinger with a chance here for the Red Wings. The 1-1. Swung, and that one roped. And that one will get through. They will get, that actually would not get through. He's going to ground into a double play. It looked like it had got through from this angle. Score that one a 4-6-3 double play. Unfortunate break for the Wings. Heading to the top of the 8th, still 3-2. We'll be right back on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Red Wings YouTube channel. Back here on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Red Wings YouTube channel. Miles Pallister leading things off for the Power. First pitch to him. Changeup taken for a strike. Count is at 0-1. Griffin Snyder out for another inning of work. The pitch, that one misses inside. Count is at 1-1 now. Andrew Eppinger grounded into a 4-6-3 double play to strand the bases loaded. That one swung on and popped up. This one in the infield. Pallister just tossing the bat. As Aaron Jackson underneath it makes the play for the out. So, one away now after the P4.
Right now, second baseman, number 30, Andrew Stillinger.
So that one now will bring up Andrew Stillinger, the second baseman. 0 for 3 on the night. Struck out looking in the first, lined out to Aaron Jackson at second, and flew out to Jelpy in left in his last at-bat in the 5th inning. The pitch. That one swung on and hit foul. Counts at 0-1. Power down to their final 5 outs of the evening. The 0-1. Taken for a strike on the outer half. Counts at 0-2 now. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The 0-2 pitch. That one fouled off, out of play down the third base side. Stillinger will step back in. The 0-2. That one swung off and fouled down the third base line once again. Trailing is Jelpy and making the play in foul territory in FF7. And there's 2 away.
Next up for Niagara Power, number 13, the extra hitter, Andrew Fairbrother.
That will now bring up the extra hitter, Andrew Fairbrother. First pitch taken for a strike, counts at 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, and 2 outs. The 0-1 pitch. Swung, and that one roped out into left field. Jelpy trailing back at the wall, and he makes the catch. Another fly out to left field. Jelpy makes the grab for the final out of the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. Power will be down to their final 3 outs. We'll be right back on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Red Wings YouTube channel. As we are back here on Finger Lakes One Radio on the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel, Cooper Loyal from Victor, New York, Victor High School, leading things off, counts at 1-0 to him. So 1 ball, no strikes to the third baseman for the Red Wings. That one misses outside as well. Back-to-back balls. Count is at 2-0, and Geneva looking to add some insurance runs here. Power will be down to their final 3 outs in the top of the 9th. Big swing and a big miss from Loyal. Count is at 2-1. That one swung on a miss. Counts at 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Waiting on deck is Jason Shockley. Moved over to catcher after the Swidler injury. Loyal will call time and step out. Dzimian not moving a muscle on the mound. He's already still set and ready to go. The 2-2 swung on and fouled off. So we'll do the 2-2 again. Two balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Cooper Loyal steps back in, the 2-2. That one swung on and popped up right side. First baseman coming over, and I'll watch that one kick out of play. So we'll do the 2-2 for the 3rd time. The 2-2 pitch from Dzimian. That one misses outside. The count's now pushed full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes, no outs. The 3-2 pitch swung, and that one hit right at the shortstop, who will scoop it and throw over to first just in time. Score that one. Billy Morris over to Cal Brazier, 6-3 ground out, and there's one away. That will now bring up Jason Shockley, 0 for 3 on the night thus far.
Number 38, out of Greenwood, Delaware. And Rutgers University, Jason Shockley.
Shockley struck out swinging in his last plate appearance and has a pair of pop-outs. That one swung on and roped down the third base line, but foul. That one will hit off the Power dugout. The count's at 0-1 now. No balls, 1 strike. 1 away. Being on deck is Bircher and Jackson. That one swung on and roped out into right center field. Trailing over is Pallister and making the grab. So an F8, and they're quickly 2 away. That'll now bring up Birch Herring Jackson. Birch walked in the 6th and singled in the 4th. He's 1 for 2 on the night.
Coming to the plate, out of East Aurora, New York, number 4, Birch Herring Jackson.
So Birch Herring Jackson will step in from Vassar College. First pitch to him. Taken at the letters, counts at 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 away. That one swung on and hit right back to the pitcher. Dzimian will flip over to first, and making the catch is Cal Brazier. So 1-3 ground out. The Power will be down to their final 3 outs, top of the 9th. We'll see if the Red Wings can close it out. We'll be right back on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. We are back here at John Sloan Field at Historic McDonough Park. Jackson Strong will lead things off for the Power here, and Power down to their final 3 outs. They trail 3-2. We're in the 9th inning. Red Wings looking to finish this one out. It's Griffin Snyder out for another inning of work. So far for Snyder, he's been lights out. 4 innings of work, 3 hits, only 1 run given up and a strikeout. First pitch taken for a strike. Counts it 0-1. That one swung on and fouled off down the first base line. Quickly falling behind the count is Strong, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. 0-2. That one misses high. Count is at 1-2 now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one fouled off, so we'll do the 1-2 again. That one swung out and hit out into center field. Underneath it is Nate Milken making the grab. So out number 1 secured. Power down to their final 2 outs. It will be Vincent Morrow up at the dish, the third baseman, 1 for 3. Doubled and left on base in the 4th. The first pitch. Slider misses outside. Count is at 1-0. Again, 3-2 your score. We are in the top of the 9th inning. Red Wings lead. Griffin Snyder looking to secure the win here. The 1-0. That one misses as well. Counts at 2-0 to Morrow. Awaiting on deck is Cal Brazier, who has been one of the best hitters for the Power tonight. That one taken for a strike. Looked like a changeup in there. Counts at 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 away. The 2-1 pitch from Snyder. Swung on and roped right at the third baseman and off his glove. That's going to be a 1-out single for Morrow. His second hit of the ball game. That one was on a line at the third baseman. Loyal. So 1 away. That'll bring up Cal Brazier. So Brazier will step in. 2 for 3 on the night. Singled and scored in the 2nd. Doubled with an RBI in the 6th. Again, Power down to their final 2 outs. First pitch from Snyder. Slider taken for a strike. Counts at 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Morrow on first. Snyder comes set. The 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a big miss. Counts now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the 9th. Power down to their final 2 outs. Can Griffin Snyder secure the win for the Wings? The 0-2. Swung on and fouled into the glove. Strike 3. Shockley holds on. And now the Power down to their final out.
Let's go, Wings.
1 out away from an Omen sweep today, as all 3 Omen teams would win if the Red Wings can hold on for a win today.
Shortstop, number 41, Billy Morris.
So Billy Morris will step up. 0 for 3 on the night, grounded out 6-3 his last plate appearance. The pitch. Slider misses outside. Shockley will corral it quickly. No advancement from Morrow. Counts at 1-0. That one taken at the knee, short straight. Counts at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch from Snyder. Runner goes. That one swung on a hit and run on. back up the middle. That one's going to get out in the outfield, and they're going to hold the runner at third. So a 2-out single for Billy Morris, his first hit of the ball game. That'll put runners on the corners now. So now there's runners on the corners. Head coach Dan Munn will come out and chat with Snyder. There is someone up and tossing in the pen for the Red Wings. The Red Wings will be on the road tomorrow to face the Elmira Pioneers, 7:05 start time. So it looks like Griffin Snyder's night will be over. They're going to bring in a pitcher from the pen. We'll get the pitching change when we come back. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Red Wings YouTube channel. So the script writers made up a script here. It's Jeremy Glinsky, the former Red Wing, up at the plate, and the last out at the dish for the Power here tonight. Wyatt Patchett coming on in relief of Griffin Snyder, looking to close this one out. First pitch to Glinsky, misses outside, counts at 1-0. So Patchett coming on to pitch, the Lemoyne College Dolphin. The 1-0 pitch. Misses low, counts at 2-0 now. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Wyatt Patchett on in relief. The 2-0 pitch. Misses low as well. The count's at 3-0. Patchett with a 0 ERA and 2 innings of work. .30. Fastball right down the middle. Counts at 3-1 now. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. The 3-1 pitch. That one's going to get all the way to the backstop. Shockley hustling over. As that one, if the net was not there, would have nailed me right in the head. So Galinsky will head to first. That'll load the bases.
Now hitting for Niagara Power. Number 3, the left fielder, Nick DiCarlo.
Nick DiCarlo will now step up. 0 for 3 on the night. Bases loaded, 2 away. The pitch. That one misses high, counts at 1-0. One ball, no strikes. DiCarlo will step back in. 1-0 pitch. Taken for a strike, counts not even up at 1.
Let's go, Wings. Get behind your pitcher.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Wyatt Patchett with a chance to close this thing out. The 1-1 pitch from Patchett. Swung on and missed, and now the Power are down to their final strike of the night.
Here's some noise.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nick DiCarlo down to his final strike. Power down to their final strike. Patchett comes set. The 1-2 pitch from the hometown hero. Patchett with the pitch. That one in there, strike 3, slider on the outer half of the plate. The Wings win. The Wings win. The Wings win. They beat the Power 3-2. Wyatt Patchett comes in and strikes out Nick DiCarlo for the final out of the game. So it's an omen sweep for the day. The Double Days win, the Pilots win, and the Geneva Red Wings win this one against the Niagara Power 3-2. They will be on the road tomorrow to face the Elmira Pioneers at Dunn Field, 7:05 start time in Elmira, New York. As always, I'm Kyle French. Thanks for tuning in on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. The Red Wings win 3-2. We'll see you next time.